My name is Anastasia. I'm part of the marketing team here at ComputerTalk. And today I'm joined by Andrea Albert, one of our project owners and designers here at the company. Hello,
Hi
Andrea.
there. Hi.
Well, today we wanted to discuss some of the challenges that education and education contact centers are facing and how to overcome them.
I guess let's jump right into it. When you asked me this question, I really thought about a couple of things, three specific things actually, that come to mind. The first one I can think about is from a platform perspective and a business perspective is the fact that today, a lot of these educational contact centers come from environments where they have a lot of different platforms. One of the challenges, obviously, is maintaining them and not being as cross-functional as they probably would hope to be. Right. So think of IT being on their own platform and maybe having different platforms for their administration and enrollment, and obviously all the different departments being on their own solutions as well. So where ICE comes in and shines is the ability to bring everything together in-house into a single platform, and then to extend that to an omni-channel support as well, meaning you can incorporate things like chat and even email into your solution and have everything into a single platform that you can easily manage, which I think is IT's dream solution most of the time.
Mhm.
Right. And the benefit of that, obviously, other than having a singular platform, is really the ability to have everybody be a little bit more cross-functional and being able to easily see the life cycle of a student that's accessing the platform and how they're engaging with the platforms in general. The second thing I can think about is more from the, again, business perspective, thinking of those busy period of times when there's enrollment periods, graduation, or perhaps IT's being challenged with some changes in their platforms. Obviously, from that perspective, the challenge here is that we're tying down resources and answering questions, or perhaps we are asking, students to make payments for their semesters, right, in one way or another. Where ICE will help is the fact that we have integration into CRM. So IT will usually use some sort of CRM integration in order to be able to easily go through their ticketing system and be able to generate information about what kind of calls they're having, and being able to kind of manage that, the requirements that are coming, and really expand and generate a lot of more helpful guides through the years. Now, from an enrollment perspective, which I mentioned earlier, ICE Pay is really a key component here. As you have, we're talking about credit cards, right? We're talking about payment plans. You can use our ICE Pay solution to handle all that credit card transaction in a safe PCI compliant environment, allowing your staff to be able to take those calls without having to worry about somebody writing down a credit card number and down anywhere on a piece of paper. And it also secures then, the individual on the phone to really feel comfortable, giving out this information. That also means that, your staff is easily able to be trained on some of these activities and not having to worry too much about that. The third thing I can think about was kind of coming back to this busy period is also a lot of frequent asked questions. If you think back to times when you were in school, right, you were probably asking a lot of questions and just wanting to get a lot of that information together and trying to figure out where to go. From a business perspective, from the educational platform perspective, we now have to tie up resources to answer a lot of those questions that could be easily found, whether it's through your website or perhaps through something like an FAQ. And so because of that, we find that you have a big call volume and your staff is just challenged by answering the same question over and over again. So again, where we can see benefit with the ICE platform is creating your FAQ questions. So general questions that are asked often enough, it's the same answer, allowing your staff then to really shine in explaining the more complicated and kind of unique questions that maybe they're getting from the day-to-day basis. The other side of things, and another solution that we can talk about, is bring back omni-channel for a second, is chat. So chat has this amazing ability to integrate AI, which I don't think a lot of people are really using today. And I think it's really where we're going to come through a lot more. AI would really give you the ability to bring in absolutely all that information that you have available on your website and forms and everything else that you have sort of in the background and bring it forward to your students or people that are interacting with you. Again, alleviating the your staff from having to answer those questions at first, if they're simple, but then giving them the ability to help out the individual interacting with you when the question gets a little bit more harder to explain. And then one other bonus thing I could think about is outbound communication. So I don't think we do this very often. We don't see it very often in the platforms, but think about having to call everybody because the university is closed or the school is closed, right? One of the things we can do is what we do is ICE alerts or ICE campaign modalities, where we take call lists and actually generate those calls out on behalf of the contact center. Whether it's an alert for closures, whether it's a campaign that they're running or they're trying to get people involved with the programs, or simply reminders that things are coming up, right? Think of graduation, it's coming up. And so all of that could be done through a application that would allow you to not have resources tied down and to have them be able to do something else while your automation runs and does it on its own.
Awesome. This is great. Thank you so much, Andrea. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me about some of the challenges they're experiencing and how, all these different solutions from a chatbot to just omni-channel capabilities, and how they can just solve some of those issues.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Awesome. Take care.
Bye now.